A student, I am Madhu. I am going to explain the fourth chapter, heat. This is very important chapter because we feel this heat energy in daily life. First, what is the heat? This is the first part of the heat chapter, and in this part we will study first the introduction, second hot and cold, third temperature scales, fourth transfer of heat, and fifth mode of heat transfer. A student, first what is the heat? Heat is the energy. When we feel the heat, when the heat transfer from one body to another body, then we feel that there is a heat. For example, you touch another body, you touch your friend's body and you do not feel anything. It means there is no transfer of heat from your body to his body and his body to your body. But when you touch anybody, any friend's body, and you feel that there is a hot, you feel hotness, you feel that his body is very hot. It means there is a difference of heat energy. There is a difference of hotness in your body and his body. His body temperature is more than your body. It means the heat energy start to transfer from your friend body to in your body. In this way you feel the hotness. If and third case, if you feel your friend body, then you feel the cold, that is his body is cold. It means the degree of heat energy in your body is more than your friend body. In this way the heat energy start to transfer from your body to your friend body. In this way you feel that there is a cold. It means the hotness and coldness, that is the heat, and there is a transfer of energy. Then you feel the heat. Now we will study the heat definition. Heat is a form of energy flowing from one body of matter to another spontaneously due to their temperature difference. If there will be no difference of temperature, there will be no flow of heat. The flow of heat, the difference of temperature should be necessary. Now, I already explained hotness. Just for example, you touch the cup of tea, hot cup of tea. It means the heat energy in your body and the heat energy in the tea, there is a difference of heat energy. Tea is hotter than your body. In this way, the energy from the tea start to flow in your body. In this way, you feel that this tea is very hot. Second condition, you keep a ice piece in your hand. What do you feel? You feel very cold. You feel coldness. In this way, the heat in your body is more than the heat in the ice material. In this way, the heat start to flow from your body to the ice body. In this way, you feel the cold. Now, this is not sufficient that with the sense of organ we can feel the heat. We can feel the heat and we can feel the coldness. But what is the coldness and what is the hotness? How much? Just for example, you can say that I have money. How much money? 1 rupees, 2 rupees, 3 rupees, 100 rupees, 1000 rupees? That is not clear. Similarly, when we feel the things, we feel the sense of organ, the material is hot and material is cold. But what is the hotness and what is the coldness, we do not feel. So that is very necessary that how much the body is hot, how much body is cold. In another way, we can say that The temperature is the degree of hotness or coldness of the body. We can measure the temperature in different scale. For example, centigrade scale, Fahrenheit scale and Kelvin scale. But SI unit, that is the Kelvin scale. Now, the instrument by which we measure the temperature, what is the hotness or what is the coldness of the body, we can measure with the help of instrument. That instrument is called the thermometer. This thermometer generally based on the hotness of the body. When the body you understand that the thermometer is the instrument by which we measure the degree of hotness or coldness. There are two types of thermometer. One is the clinical thermometer and second is the laboratory thermometer. Both thermometer contains the mercury in liquid form. When the mercury gets the heat or hotness, the mercury start to expand. In this way, the scale reading, that is the start to increasing. When the mercury gets the cold, that mercury start to shrink. In this way, the degree of hotness or coldness start to shrink also. Here we can say that you can see that this is the clinical thermometer. Clinical thermometer is a thermometer by which we can measure the human body or the body temperature of animals. In another way, we can say that the clinical thermometer is a thermometer which can measure the body temperature of mammals. In this thermometer, there is a two type of reading. One is reading is the Celsius and another is Fahrenheit. This clinical thermometer, it consists of a long glass tube having a thin and uniform bore. In this bore there is a mercury. There is a glass bulb at one end of the glass tube which contains mercury. I already explained. Outside the glass bulb, a small shining thread of mercury can be seen on the thermometer tube. The other end of tube is sealed, closed. A thermometer scale is marked on the glass tube and is used in Celsius scale. The marking on the scale is from 35 degrees centigrade to 42 degrees centigrade. This is because the human body temperature does. A thermometer scale is marked on the glass tube and is used in Celsius scale. The marking on this scale is from 35 degree to 42 degrees centigrade. This is because the human body temperature does not fall below 35 degrees centigrade or rise above 42 degrees centigrade. The normal body temperature of a healthy person is 37 degrees centigrade, or if in Fahrenheit we can calculate, that is the 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. I already explained that the clinical thermometer, the lowest temperature is the 35 degree and maximum is the 42 degree centigrade. Precaution in using the clinical thermometer. How can use the clinical thermometer? What is the precaution of this thermometer? That to measure the body temperature, of a patient's body, the thermometer is generally placed beneath the patient's tongue or in the armpit and left there for at least 1 minute. It is then taken out of the mouth and the thermometer is read. The thermometer should be washed and then jerk to bring the mercury below the 37 degrees centigrade. It should be not washed with hot water, otherwise the mercury will expand and the thermometer might break and it will not give a correct reading. The thermometer should be properly washed both before and after use. Now the another type of thermometer is the laboratory thermometer. There is a difference between clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer. Laboratory thermometer is used to measure the temperature in the science laboratory. It is made up of a long glass tube having a thin bore into it. There is a glass bulb containing mercury, which is joined at the lower end of the glass tube. The top end of the glass tube is sealed and the whole length of thermometer glass tube in the Celsius scale. The range of the laboratory thermometer is generally minus 10 degrees centigrade to 110 degrees centigrade. Here you can see the difference between the clinical thermometer and the laboratory thermometer. In clinical thermometer, the lowest temperature is 35 degrees centigrade, but in the laboratory thermometer, the lowest temperature is minus 10 degrees centigrade. In clinical thermometer, the maximum temperature is 42 degrees centigrade, but in laboratory thermometer, the maximum temperature is 110 degrees centigrade. To measure the temperature of body, the bulb of the laboratory thermometer is kept in close contact with the body. When the thermometer is in close contact with the hot body, the volume of mercury in the bulb increases with the rise in temperature as it expands on the heating. So mercury rises in the capillary tube, which we can see the narrow shining line. When the mercury level in the capillary tube becomes steady, the reading on the scale is noted. This is the temperature of the body. Now, what is the precaution we should take during the laboratory thermometer? First, we should hold the laboratory thermometer vertically while measuring the temperature. Second, the thermometer bulb should be surrounded from all the sides by the substance whose temperature is to be measured. The thermometer bulb should not touch the side of the bottom of the container in which the substance is kept. The reading of thermometer while its bulb is still in touch with the substance whose temperature is being measured. A student, as the clinical thermometer, we should careful during the use of the laboratory thermometer also. They are the following. I already explained that is the what should precaution we should take during the using of the laboratory thermometer. Now I am going to explain the different scale. That is the different scale is Kelvin and Celsius and Fahrenheit. Galileo in 1593 developed the thermometer and used Celsius. In 1742 designed Celsius scale. He measured temperature in degrees Celsius, or we can say centigrade also. William Thomas Lord Kelvin in 1848 designed the Kelvin scale. He measured the temperature in Kelvin. Gabriel David Fahrenheit in 1724 designed Fahrenheit scale. He measured the temperature in degree Fahrenheit. Now, there is some formula by which we can find we can convert the Celsius in Fahrenheit. Now I am going to explain the different type of scale of thermometer. A temperature, first Fahrenheit, second Celsius, and third the Kelvin. There is some formula by which, with the help of formula, we can convert the Fahrenheit into Celsius, Celsius into Fahrenheit. We can also convert Fahrenheit into Kelvin. We can also convert Kelvin into Fahrenheit and Kelvin into centigrade also. Here is the first formula I have given. F is equal to 9 by 5 into C plus 32. By this formula we can find the formula of centigrade also. You can see that we transfer the 32 near the F Fahrenheit. When the number cross the is equal to here and there, the sign is changed. The F minus 32 is equal to 9C upon 5. The cross multiplication. Then after that we get the last formula of centigrade. C is equal to 5 upon 9 in bracket में F minus 32. If we know the centigrade temperature, we put the centigrade temperature at the place of C, and we can find the temperature in Fahrenheit also. Third temperature scale is Kelvin. K is equal to centigrade plus 273. Here I gave the one example. Convert the 10 degree centigrade into Kelvin scale. We put the 10 at the place of the C. K is equal to 10 plus 273. K is equal to 283. That is the value of centigrade in Kelvin. Third example, 373 Kelvin into centigrade. How can we convert this Kelvin into centigrade? K is equal to C plus 273. At the place of K, we put the 373 is equal to C plus 273. We bring the 273 near the 373. 373 minus 273. We get the centigrade into 100. 100 degree centigrade, pure water start to boil. This 100 degree centigrade, when we convert in Kelvin, we can get the 373. Other example also, 0 degree centigrade. 0 degree centigrade, when we convert in Kelvin, 0 plus 273, we get the K is equal to Kelvin is equal to 273. In this way, we can also convert the different scale in other scale. Now, I am going to give one question or one knowledge that is not given in this book. But this question that is asked in many competitive examination, and you can also see that in कौन बनेगा करोड़पति, this question generally asked. जैसे for example, 0 degree centigrade. When we convert the 0 degree centigrade or 37 degree centigrade body temperature. When 37 degree body temperature, when we convert the Fahrenheit, we can get the 98.6 Fahrenheit. Here the number value are different. But my one question is, what is the value of the temperature on which the Fahrenheit value and Celsius value both are the same? Here you can see that I have written the formula F is equal to 9 upon 5 into C plus 32. Here I let F is equal to C. Now I put the F is equal to 9 upon 5. At the place of C, I put the F plus 32. And now you can see the calculation. After the calculation, I got F is equal to minus 40 degrees centigrade. If now when we convert the Fahrenheit minus 40 degree Fahrenheit into Celsius, we get the same digit minus 40 degrees Celsius. Minus 40 degrees Celsius is the temperature on which the value of Fahrenheit and value of centigrade both are the same. This is the GK question. Now Now student, this is the first part of this video part. This is the over, and you can study the different topic that is given in book. And now I am going to explain the second part of the heat chapter.